Well, Vegas Live with Ninon becomes really, really exciting, especially when you're going to have a guest on that you have met once before, but also is not really coming on the show, and you say, would you like to come on the show? And he says, what are you going to talk about? And I said, well, I don't know what we're going to talk about, but this guy is fascinating. So we're going to kind of go through a little bit of the mob, but before we go to the mob part of it, Ron, Garrett, how are you?
I'm fine,
it's
thank
so good
you,
to
Nina.
see. I love the color of it. He's got yellow eyes.
Yellow eyes.
Yellow eyes. Now, you were just sitting here, and we take up 2 or 3 booths here when we do the filming, and you just pointed, you said, that booth over there was where they shot Casino.
That's right.
What was that?
Okay, in 1993, when they made the movie here in Las Vegas,
Yes.
I was the corporate marketing director for Circus Circus Enterprises across the street.
Okay.
The producers came to me and asked me if they could do a car chase through the circus, you know, the Circus Circus Hotel Casino, how big that, beautiful it is.
It's gorgeous,
at the time.
Yeah.
It's a little run down these days, but so they asked me, since I had to give them permission, to do a car chase through the Porte Cochere, around and out and down the street.
Yeah.
And of course, I said okay to that.
Of course, I think you would say okay to anything.
Absolutely, it's a marketing thing, and I'm the marketing guy,
Yeah, there you go.
Then they said, well, what do you know? And I started correcting some of their things. They said, what are you telling us? I said, well, I've been here since 1970. Everybody that you're talking to, I know, and had worked with them in some shape,
form or other.
Right. For example, Frank Rosenthal had the show at the Stardust, the television show, and I was one of the guys holding the camera cable. I was a grip on that show, working for a guy named Bob Patrick. He was the producer. But here we are at the Peppermill, and right across from us, that booth right there. If you recall the scene in the movie Casino, Sharon Stone and Robert Deniro are talking about he decided he wanted to marry her, and she says, well, that's not my game, and on and on. But the scene was shot right there, and I was sitting right there.
See, this is how famous the Peppermill is, and everybody says to me, you know, I'm so fortunate to be able to film in the Peppermill. I've been here for 3 years now, and it's like all the movie stars, one way or another, have passed through here. They've come in, they've gone. You were asking me, saying, you know, where do you want to, how far back do you want to go? Well, I mean, we got the Louis Primas, we got the Keely Smiths, we got a whole bunch of stuff. What is your most treasured moment that when you talk about your business and what you do, what is one of your most treasured moments that really comes right into your mind?
Well, you said the name Louis Prima. The treasured moment wasn't with him. It was with his daughter. And here's how that came down. I was the entertainment marketing director of the Sahara in 2004.
Okay.
Louis Prima opened up on March 4th, 1954, in the Casbar Theater at the Sahara Hotel. His daughter, Lena Prima, opened up in the Casbar Theater in the Sahara Hotel in 2004 on the 50th anniversary of him opening in that room.
What a story. Now, that's a fabulous...
That is my thing.
That is your thing.
And the Sahara Hotel, which had not been in good shape at the time, money-wise, they weren't doing...
of course, yes.
Skyrocketed after that.
So they become very popular, and everybody wanted to stay there.
She was the best show I had in there, and I had a lot of good shows, not a lot of great shows. But she drew the best, and every time she went
So you actually booked a lot of shows then in town?
Oh, absolutely. I was the entertainment director of the Sahara, actually the last one.
The last one before
it became the new company.
What is it now? The
SLS, which stands for So Long Sahara.
I love it. See, I love it. I think what is going on with Vegas right now? Because it's a little different. Well, in your time there was a lot of mafia, a lot of stuff going on,
and it was different.
But also it was. Even though it was the mafia, it was very nice. Well, it was very dressy.
You know, they say the mob. What it was, we know that the mob were not nice people. We know that.
Well, we know what the mob is, of course, yes.
But what it was is they were superb in customer service.
Oh.
Everybody was a VIP. There was no high rollers, whales, a low life, high life. Everybody was treated alike.
The same way, yeah.
You had $50 or $5 million, you got the same comps, the same treatment.
I'd rather have $5 million, to be honest with you.
Well, maybe better. Maybe $5 million would be a whole lot better.
Sounds better than 5,000.
But what I'm saying is that everybody got treated as a VIP no matter what.
Didn't matter, yes.
And if you remember those days, maybe, you're not old enough to remember those days.
No, not at all.
But everybody would dress up all the time. I remember my mother came to visit me in July of 1972, and she was out every night at the shows in a mink coat. July.
And I can believe it or not, have a cocktail dress on and the whole bit.
In July. I said, Mom, it's July. She says, I'm here to have a good time and show off my new clothes.
And I'm dressing up and I'm going to use my mink.
And I let it go. But let me say this, Nina.
What? Tell me.
I love you. You're terrific
Oh,
for
I
this
love
town.
that.
You're great. Your show is good.
Thank
You're
you.
such a good representative of Las Vegas.
That's what we do.
You are here at the Peppermill, which is a classic.
Absolutely,
And
it's
being a
fabulous.
longtime Vegan, I really appreciate what you're doing
Well,
in the
isn't
town.
that sweet? Thank you so much.
You're very
Well, what
welcome.
we try to do, we try to promote Vegas, obviously number one. We do the entertainment and of course of the music business as well. We try to draw them all in and we try to give them a place and let people know that they are in town. They might not be in the big hotels, but we can get those too. But like you come up with a beautiful story, and I think are you working for Wayne Newton now?
I work for Wayne.
Wayne Newton is a
Yes.
long time. I mean, come on, he's in this town for
Let
years.
me get that plug in. I work for Wayne Newton.
Yes.
I work for Alan and Kathy Glist, who are the producers of The Bronx Wanderers and Menopause, the musical.
Menopause, isn't that? I thought that was Mel Brooks' thing.
No, that's Menopause.
That's
That's
Menopause.
Alan and Kathy Glist.
Okay,
They have
'cause
those
Mel
shows.
Brooks is a friend of mine, but he's in.
And I work for them directly, and I visit I talk to all the ticket sales brokers and the people at point of sale.
Okay.
Everybody walks up to, let's say, tickets for tonight, for
Yes,
example.
yes, yeah.
What's good? Well, if I was just there and I said, listen, don't forget about Wayne, don't forget Menopause, don't forget, the person would like this, why don't you go to Wayne Newton? Because I was just there.
Yeah.
And that is really top of the mind awareness, and I'm doing that along with many other things.
Do you know what I love about Ron Garrett? And I'll tell you that he's still got the excitement. I mean, I don't know what you were like when you first started it.
Worse.
But I can imagine. I can imagine he was too. But no, but you still got that excitement of a show, of a performer.
Oh,
and
absolutely.
You just light up when you talk about it.
This is what I do. I started as a disc jockey at age 15. I'm now 75 years old. So that was
He's definitely older than I am because I'm
60 years ago.
I'm 39 and holding.
I know you are.
Yeah,
I know
and
you
I'm
are.
staying there.
And you look
I-
29.
And I'm not. Well, I like that. I love it. I love it. I love it.
I have the same excitement today, Ninon, that I always had when I was a kid.
Wayne Newton, his show right now. Is he showing now or did
Wayne
he?
Newton opens on Monday
Monday.
at
Oh.
Caesar's Palace in the Cleopatra's Barge at 8 o'clock, Monday, Tuesdays,
Can
and
I go?
Wednesdays. Of course you can. We wouldn't be without you.
You can't be without
You
me.
know,
Oh, I love that.
but I got to check with Mrs. Newton. She is the gatekeeper,
Oh, is she the gatekeeper?
but she's a beautiful, wonderful person.
Oh, how sweet.
So he's going back to Caesar's in the
Yes.
Barge
Oh, I
on
think
Monday,
that-
and then the Bronx Wanderers have a new room. They open on Monday as well
Oh, good
at
Lord.
9 o'clock at the
What
Link.
time does? Okay.
Wayne
the
at
link-
8.
8.
The Wanderers at 9,
9.
and the Wanderers are at the Link in the
Okay.
Matt Franco showroom,
Okay. Fabulous.
and they'll be there 6 days a week.
Now,
hopefully.
Cleopatra's Barge
Mm-hmm.
has been there a long, long time. It used to be a dance place and a lot of loud music. They've turned it into kind of a cabaret and a
yes.
performing place.
Yes.
That is where I want Vegas Live with Ninon to have their show.
You do.
That's where I want it. Okay.
Well, I'm going to be hanging around the place. Maybe I can help.
So I'm planting the seed right now because I couldn't think of anything nicer to have a nice band and then to have the people
Mm-hmm.
interview and then they made the room beautiful.
They have.
It's absolutely
I
beautiful.
remember from the beginning. It's been there since the hotel opened.
Yes.
It was an original lounge, and it's not a lounge anymore. It's a
do
showroom
you
now.
remember Cliff Perlman?
Yes, I do, of course.
Cliff
Yes.
Perlman was a very good friend of mine. I knew him very well.
I knew him,
And I knew his daughter Robin also. So she was.
But you know, in those days, I was just a punk kid. They didn't give me that. Yeah,
well,
kid,
I don't
get
know
over
what
here.
I was, but I was something.
You know, hey, kid, that's all right, kid. You know.
I don't know. We go back sometimes a long time or a short time. It's only, what is time? Time is nothing. We're just having a great time. If anybody wants to get hold of you to kind of get bookings or something, how can they reach you?
You just reach me on my website. That's at my email, vegasadman.com.
Okay.
Okay?
Awesome.
VEGASADMAN.
There you
That's
go.
it.
Well, that was a fabulous surprise,
Thank
Ron.
you.
Thank you so
Thank you
much.
for letting me come on the
Oh,
show.
I love it. I
And
love it.
an extra plug for the very beautiful and talented Dana Day, who was just
Dana
here.
Day was just her. Yeah, she's amazing.
I came to see her, and you conned me into the.
There
No,
you
you
go.
didn't.
See
No,
what
I
we-
really love being
No,
on your show.
No, I don't have to con anybody.
No,
They
you
really
don't.
No,
No, you
they
don't.
love to come on my show.
And
Of course, when we have history like this in Vegas, it's amazing.
But thank you for
Because
being
that's
in
history.
Vegas, and thank you for continuing to do this and make our town proud of you.
I will, absolutely.
Okay.
We'll be right back. Vegas Live with Ninon.